John Link with Apache Village RV Center here. I am standing outside two brand new 2024 Jayco Eagles that we have in stock. This Eagle 335 RDOK, and then our 370 front bath model right next to it. We're gonna do a quick tour of these, show you some interior features, exterior features, and all the enhancements you can expect on your 2024 model Jayco Eagles. As I've said in other videos that you've seen on our website recently, we are the nation's largest Jayco fifth wheel dealership. We have almost 100 units in stock in our inventory right now. I think we have 122 left, we have 23s, and we have 24s rolling in. Nobody in the nation has more Jayco fifth wheels than Apache Village RV Center here in Hazelwood, Missouri. So if you want to come and check out every floor plan out there, or if you want us to order you something special, come by and see us, talk to one of our salespeople. We would love to earn your business. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into these two brand new 2024 models. All right, so starting with the exterior enhancements, you can see these new Eagles have a different graphics package that they had in the past. I'm a big fan. I really like the look of this. It's very clean, kind of big decal swoosh from the rear that comes all the way across. I got the compartment door up, it says Eagle right there. And then when you come to the front cap, there's a clear plastic panel that is lit from behind. At night, this will look incredible. It's lit from behind and will show off your brand new 2024 Jayco Eagle in style at the campground. So I need to get a shot of that lit up at night. But this exterior graphics package looks amazing. Still sticking with the black and white. Here's a nice look down the side. Looks great on our vacuum bonded walls on this Jayco. Now, if you don't have an east to west bed, you're actually going to have a windshield right here. So if you look at this Eagle HT sitting next to here, which we're not going to go through just yet, this actually has a front windshield in place of the solid cap, where these east to west bed slide outs have a closet in place of that. So if you have the north to south bed, you're going to have a windshield right over the bed. Once this plane passes, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but our new roof lining material. Oh man, go get them, boys. F-15. All right, so our new roof lining material, they've gone away from the Dicor 3 roof material, now have this Alpha roofing, which has a limited lifetime warranty. The Dicor 3 material had a 20-year warranty. I'd have to double check that. I think it was 20-year warranty. And now they have jumped up to a lifetime warranty on the Alpha roof covering. You can also see we have the Overlander 1 solar package on these units. That is now standard. So you're getting a 30 amp charger, and you're also getting a 200-watt solar panel, standard on all Jayco Eagles and HTs. You can see over there that HT has one as well, along with that nice Max Air fan for the bathroom. You're also going to have two Whisper Quiet 15,000 BTU Coleman Mach ACs, best air conditioners you can get. Very, very quiet. The Helix system that is inside this, the duct system that they use on these Coleman Machs, will quiet your air conditioner by up to 40%. So usually when I'm demoing these for customers on the lot, Highway 270 is right over there, you can have this AC running on low and you can still hear the road noise over those air conditioners running. And on the JSmart system, we're gonna have lighting from the bottom to the top of this unit. All the lights will go up. If you hit the blinkers, we're gonna have lights going off like crazy all down the side of this, just like an 18-wheeler. What that is providing your family safety on the road. So if you're making a lane change, somebody will know you're coming over into their lane. Now, coming over here, we see our 2+3 structural warranty. 2 years on the mechanical warranty. That is the most important part. Lots of manufacturers have a 3-year warranty. You'll see a 1+3. Now that 3 years structural, the chances of something structural going wrong with this unit is very, very, very small. Now, if you've ever owned an RV in the past, you know that mechanical issues do happen from time to time. So on this unit, let's say here in your outside kitchen, your little LED light strip goes out. And then this switch breaks. You can't flip your lights on anymore. You're covered for 2 full camping systems. Mechanical warranty, 2 years. That is the most important part of the warranty. You know, it's not as big of a deal to have that 3-year structural warranty, although that's great. The 2-year warranty is the part you want to focus on. That's what's keeping you covered when you have annoying little issues like switches breaking, or big issues. Your air conditioner goes out, your refrigerator has an issue and needs to be replaced. You're covered for 2 full camping systems. Ugh. camping seasons, not camping systems. Camping seasons are what we do, right? Okay, and speaking of this outside kitchen, let's take a look at the new Jayco outside kitchen in this 335 Eagle. So we have a nice LED light strip right here, right in the top of the outside kitchen compartment. We have a TV hookup, a 110 outlet, a second outlet here for your outside fridge, little cube fridge. Another 110 outlet, light switches for this light, and your blue LED strip above, and then USB chargers, and a nice little storage spot. Now, this is the coolest part. They have redesigned the JayPort for the outside kitchen. So we have our outside shower hookup right here with a hose. And this has a little cutting board lid over its sink. I really like this. And it has a drain. So you can use this to drain straight into like a 5-gallon bucket or something if you wanted, or you can thread a hose onto this. And if you are near the woods, run the hose straight over to the woods and let all the water drain downhill. Then you have a 3-burner griddle that mounts right next to it. So this is a really cool setup for an outside kitchen. And your whole family be nice and cool under this big awning, hanging out by the outside kitchen. Really, really neat setup. All right, moving right along, we have our Goodyear Beast tires. 6-year warranty on these, folks. These are mounted on big 16-inch rims. You have a 6-year warranty in those. You have your CRE MORryde suspension right behind us, part of the 4-star handling equipped on this. These tires have that 6-year warranty I was talking about. The Dexter axles have a 3-year warranty on top of that. A few other things. We now have the Dexter tow assist. So this Eagle is equipped with anti-lock brakes, which is incredible. So when you are in an emergency stopping situation and your brakes are clamped on, or you squeeze the paddles on your brake controller, those tires are not going to lock up anymore. You're going to be safer. The camper is not going to have a tendency to want to sway and spin around the vehicle if it's slowing down slower than your vehicle is. These anti-lock brakes are going to stop your tires from locking up, stop you from getting flat spots on your tire if you accidentally lock them up. But most of all, keeping you and your family safe and other people on the road very safe. Something else with our Jayco. Climate shield. We are protected. The 4 seasons term I'm not a big fan of. I guarantee you if I took this thing ice fishing in Minnesota and it's negative 15 degrees outside, it will freeze up. But what I will say is that Jayco takes these to a testing chamber where they can drop the temperature from 0 degrees all the way and bring it up all the way to 100 degrees, and we have very little fluctuation inside these. There's literature on the Jayco website to take a look at that. You can talk about R values all you want, but really what matters is when you have your furnace or your air conditioner turned on, can you maintain a comfortable temperature inside this vehicle? Jayco's the only manufacturer out there that goes and tests these in a chamber where they actually put them to the test in the elements for 24 hours and make sure that they are going to perform properly. So check out the documentation on Jayco's website, and they have all that outlined in tests on the website. Now moving right along here, we have this new system here for a grab rail. So this is patent pending. This is the safety trail system from MORryde. This has a super strong magnet. You can see that clamp right there. This pin comes out of the bottom, and then when you pull this out, notice the armrest or the handrail coming out, and then you can just pop your pin right there to hold it. So that's a really nice system there for a nice sturdy lengthy arm rail. It used to be you had to kind of choose, hey, do I want the arm rail that comes out here and then I can put one on these bolts on the steps. Yeah, you don't need any of that anymore. You have a full length arm rail. Really, really nice system, patent pending from MORryde, and all these Jaycos, Eagle HTs, Eagles, North Points, and Pinnacles have the new handrail on them. Now moving right along, I've already pulled out the griddle and mounted it, but that is your box. It would have the griddle in it. This is the little mounting bracket for the griddle insert. So this black insert that's out here comes apart in 2 pieces, and you can use that to secure your mount inside the storage compartment. We also have a little light switch. We do have ductwork. If you wanted this to be climate controlled, you could install a small vent there. 110 outlet and our TV hookups as well. You can see there's astrofoil insulation all along the plywood floor of this Jayco. So that's very important. A lot of other manufacturers use what we call the hot dog paper, which is just silver foil. This is actual insulation. So moving on to the interior in this 335, you have a really cool floor plan. You walk right in the entry door and you're sort of in the kitchen area. With this neat little breakfast nook, you kind of have a bar height table with a bench seat and then 2 bar stools. You need to tuck these away when you close the door, and there's when you pull the slide outs in. There's also little covers under the bed for you to protect these if you want, which I would highly recommend. And then you also have your 110 outlets and chargers. You can see I'm charging my GoPro batteries off the USB ports right there. There are all kinds of outlets and plugins all over the place on these days, so no shortage of electrical hookups. Now, our big refrigerator. Believe it or not, this is a 12-volt refrigerator. So we now have a 16 cubic foot 12-volt refrigerator, which eliminates the need for an inverter on this unit. You have French door, refrigerator, and then 2 drawers here for the freezer. And I just think this is a really neat innovation to have a big, giant 12-volt refrigerator like this. You can also notice the cabinetry color. So we have changed from modern farmhouse to this classic farmhouse decor. No longer do they have kind of like the antique sort of dirty look to them. They are very nicely pinstriped inside the white cabinets to kind of show off the detail of the cabinetry. That is throughout the couch, all the way up into the bedroom and bathroom as well. It has a really nice clean look. We have an updated backsplash as well. Huge cabinets with some pull-out drawers in here. And then you can see our drinking water system, the Jayco patented drinking water system as well. So that drinking water system is powered by this switch, which turns on your pump, which will then feed clean drinking water to this spigot. All right, now looking above our sink, which is a double sink. Comes with cutting boards and a little drying rack. Tons of storage for dishes and such. You could fit a crock pot inside here or something. That's a nice big cabinet. And then our little clock that tells us what time it is in Middlebury, Indiana, where this was built. Microwave. And then really exciting feature here, guys, we've moved up to a residential style range. So this has a 4-burner stovetop. It's made by GE. And then this is not an RV style oven anymore. This has a huge cavernous oven inside of it. It is not one that has the burner right in the middle where the rest of it is dead space. You could put a turkey in this, if you so please. Big drawers here on each side. I do like it when the stove is in the middle instead of pushed up against the side here. You know, I like to have my utensils for cooking and my ingredients here and not have stuff splashing onto this. So it's nice that this is centered right by a window below my microwave, right by all of these cabinets. It's a really cool design. And straight across from my serving area. Now, moving into the main den area here, you can see that was a motion activated light. Fully adjustable cabinets, and this is just a nice strong magnet here, so it's not an actual handle, but this light will shut off once this is closed. Got the ceiling fan pumping today. We have some beautiful weather, so you can have your whisper quiet air conditioners running and the ceiling fan going, windows open, whatever you want. This is a really nice ventilated area with a ton of natural light coming through all these windows, and that is complete with 2 tri-fold couches across from a televator and our 2 recliners. You push this button here, you got your window back. And that TV's mounted above a new JBL soundbar for this year, and our we're leaning downhill a little bit. If you're level, it shouldn't do that. It should go down the way the TV does. HDMI plugins, your 110 outlets, USB chargers, and that's all right next to your Furrion electric heater slash fireplace. And more plugs over here as well. Overhead cabinetry, tons of storage all the way across the top here. And then these little Bluetooth remotes, you'll see these throughout the unit. So this one does my ceiling lights, dinette lights, and turns off the lights on that light fixture there, and my exterior lights on the awning. And this switch here, rocker switch, controls that. All the Jaycos last year too got the full blackout shades, so no longer do we have what I called the accordion shades that after a certain amount of time they kind of stop working correctly and lose the folds in them and get kind of sloppy looking, so we have true blackout shades throughout the unit. Moving up towards the bathroom, we have our BM Pro touchscreen. The application on your phone will match this interface here exactly. So turn on our air conditioner. It's extremely quiet. I don't know if you can hear that, but the whisper quiet ACs are ridiculously quiet. And that is due to the Helix duct system up there that uses a 90-degree duct that baffles sound from the return right there that goes up to the roof-mounted air conditioner and then comes out our vents. So instead of having the return hanging down in the center with the big square return and being extremely loud, you have this very, very quiet system in here. You can control or check your tank volumes, control your water pump. This, you can use your leveling system inside, down in the storage compartment, or on your phone. Your phone does communicate with the node around this screen. If for some reason you were to have an issue with this screen, you can still auto level and hitch up in the front storage compartment, or use your application on your phone to do what you need to do. So this is kind of some additional redundancy built into the system, so you have different ways. And if you were to have an issue, there's multiple ways to get things done. Slide outs, awnings, and all those motors are controlled on here. Your HVAC, you can see I have it set on cool and low right now. The second AC in the bedroom is controlled right here. Go ahead and turn that off. All of your lights are on dimmers. Once again, you can control this from the application on your phone or from up here. And there's also little Bluetooth controllers on the walls throughout. I'll show you my favorite one in a second. Let's see what else there was. Okay, just the awning lights. Go ahead and turn those on. Oops. Okay. Now, TPMI, we have our tire pressure, TPMS, sorry, tire pressure monitoring system on here. You can see we're running at 75, that one's 69. We need to air that one up. 73 and 75 PSI. This does pair with your phone and sends you alerts if you're having issues on the road. If one of those tires heats up like crazy or the PSI falls or goes up too much, it'll alert you and ping your application and tell you to check your tire pressure. It's also a propane monitor you can put on this, and a temperature gauge you can have that goes inside your fridge if you want some additional features there. This is talking about our system's voltage right now, so you can see we're plugged in and charging. Our solar controller is pulling almost 10 amps right there. The output is right at 11.4. Our solar controller temperature is 91 degrees, and you can see kind of the history of how we've been operating and how the solar system is currently operating. Switch for the ceiling fan. Moving into the bathroom, we have a newly designed bathroom with different shower box inside there with a nice kind of marble look. I like this black on the mirror here and the black fixtures as well inside the shower and throughout. We have a small pocket door, our max air fan, light switches right here, our controller for the tankless water heater, and a nice big medicine cabinet over a butcher block style countertop. Not gonna lie, when I saw pictures of this from the factory before it came and showed up on our lot, I didn't know what to think of it. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I really do like it now that I've seen it in person. I think it looks outstanding. Some extra storage below. A nice porcelain toilet. Tons of storage right here for towels and such. And then this shower is enormous. I'm not the tallest guy in the world. I'm 5'10" on a good day. 5'9" without these shoes on probably. This has a ton of space. My back is against the wall right now, and I have a ton of space. You can see, for me, I have plenty of space, plenty of headroom. And if you're a taller individual, you do have this skylight right here as well. This has the on-off switch on the shower head and some different settings for the shower, but this is a gigantic shower. Really, really nice. Let's check out the bedroom. So going in the bedroom, this is equipped with a king-size bed. Another one of those Bluetooth remotes. The security camera. So you can get 4 cameras on this coach. You can have two side marker cameras on each front reflector. Then there is a reverse camera on the back wall. Then we have the 4th camera that is mounted right here over the entry door. And for years we used to tell people ways where they could kind of fool their backup camera system into turning on while you're in here, because you usually have to turn your headlights on in your truck to get it to work. Now we just have this switch. It's no more tricks to get that screen to work in here and use it as a security camera. You literally just have this ready to go. Okay. Right here, we have inverter powered outlets on each side. If you have a CPAP, you can plug those in and run them off the battery. Our king size bed, gigantic closet with nice mirror fronts, and a second Whisper Quiet AC. You can see our intakes right there. TV hookups. Nice big full extension, 4-sided drawers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a face. Not 1, 2, 3 and a face. 4-sided drawers. Really nice. Going back here, we do have room for a stackable washer dryer if you wanted it. The way that sets up in here, you would have your dryer on this side, dryer vent goes where that sticker is, and the washer on this side, and they face to the middle. It's a really cool design. We don't have to do a ceiling to floor installation. You would still have a nice amount of storage space, and all of this right here, some shelving in the back, and then your curtain or closet rod up here to hang your clothes on. And all of this has a really nice clean finish when you close it, like so. Now underneath the bed, we have some storage here. These were the covers I was talking about for those bar stools. I have everything else outside. Usually your griddle's in here in the box and the spray hose attachment, but I have that all hooked up outside right now on the outside kitchen. And these are air strut assisted. Ooh, very strong struts, so you don't have to worry about having to lift that up. It's very easy to lift it up. Putting it down is probably harder than lifting it up if you heard it slam right there. So, but this is our 2024 Jayco Eagle. We're very excited to have these in stock. We have a bunch of them coming, and we have a bunch of 23s on the lot right now. We will continue to get more as the year goes along and they trickle in. The 335 RDock, as we call it, is an outstanding floor plan. If you're looking for something that sort of has that segmented feel where you walk from the den area into the kitchen, then you have the bathroom, then the bedroom, and you don't feel like you're sort of sitting in your hybrid kitchen / living area, which a lot of fifth wheels feel like. I get that complaint a lot. This is something you're going to be interested in. And it comes in a smaller package. We're only at 37 feet long and right at 11,000 pounds. So you don't have to jump up to like a 43 or 44 foot front living room model to get this kind of floor plan. And you don't have to spend $110,000 either. You can get into something like this very reasonably priced in, you know, the 80s, instead of being in that $110,000 mark that you'd be in a big North Point or something along those lines. So it hits an outstanding price point where you're able to get into the den floor plan or rear living floor plan and not be in such an expensive unit. So stop on by. We would love to see you. I'm going to be doing a video on the 370 front bathroom Eagle next, so stay tuned for that video as well. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.